We got a great show for you today, Steeler Nation. First up, we're going to be talking about some conflicting Matt Canada rumors that have been coming out here over the last couple of hours. We're going to be breaking down Kenny Pickett and comparing him to Brock Purdy. I'm going to tell you who's the better QB of the two. And then finally, something's up in Baltimore. So stick around to the end of the video to find out what that is. What's good, Steeler Nation? My name is Jack Sperry, and this is Steelers Talk. Thanks for spending part of your Monday to talk some Steelers football with us. We got a great show for you lined up here, but before we get into the action, I want to know from you right now, will Matt Canada be fired this week? Predict it. Give me your prediction in the comment section right now by typing Y for yes or typing N for no. This will be the pinned comment on today's video. So whenever you get an ad break here on this video, just go right to the comment section, find that pinned comment. It'll be right there at the top, and answer today's question. So the biggest thing coming out today, the biggest news, is that there's conflicting rumors on the job status of Matt Canada. Just a couple days ago, Andrew Filipponi tweeted out a source that said 99.9% chance that Matt Canada is back. Filipponi's not a big fan of Canada, neither am I, and that's just not a great feeling when you read that. But then a couple days later, there's another beat reporter there, Chris Muller, that goes on to say plenty of people around the team and its personnel on a daily basis still think there will be a new offensive coordinator next season. So there's some conflicting reports here. And as fans, we really don't know what's going to happen here with Matt Canada over the next couple of weeks. But my take on this is that I think Canada should be fired. You guys know how I feel about Matt Canada. I think he's running a college-style offense. I want someone that's going to be bringing a more of a pro-style offense, QB-friendly offense, someone that's going to help usher in the next era of Steelers football with Kenny Pickett under center. I'm not sure Matt Canada is the right fit there, but at the end of the day, guys, I really do think that the Steelers need to go out and get a new offensive coordinator. Hopefully it happens, but as of right now, there's some mixed reports as to whether or not they're going to be doing that in the coming weeks. All right, guys, here's the part in the show where I ask you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We have a bunch of great stuff coming out, not only this week, but all offseason long. We have breaking news coverage for the Steelers whenever they have a cut, whenever they re-sign somebody, whenever they sign a free agent, right? All these things that happen during the season. We're going to have some great draft analysis, free agent analysis, all this great stuff coming up. And we're just 200 more subs, guys, away from 20.5 thousand subscribers. So, I mean, do your part, guys. If you love the Steelers, if you love the black and gold, join the over 20,000 cold-blooded Yinzers that are in the comment section that are a part of our family here at Steelers Talk. I promise you guys won't regret it. Here's my deal with you guys. If you guys don't like it after a week, just unsubscribe. Try it for a week. Hopefully we can provide you some great content. We got a mock draft later in the week. We got a bunch of great stuff planned for you. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now. All right, now, so let's talk a little bit about Matt Canada here and his offense over the last 9 games. I mean, obviously it improved a little bit, okay? So this is the Steelers offense from the last 9 games. Number 1 and third down percentage, completion or conversion percentage there. Really, really good there, but everything else is either league average or below league average. So although there was improvement, I'm definitely somebody that thinks that the Steelers offense needs to get better heading into 2023. I think they need a new offensive coordinator to be able to do that. And I want somebody that's going to bring a West Coast system to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think a West Coast system, especially those new school, third generation of the West Coast offense, the Shanahan style offenses, the McVay style offenses, those offenses would be a fantastic fit for Kenny Pickett because they do a great job at getting the QB on the run with rollouts, accentuating his ability to throw the football on the run. He's much more comfortable outside the pocket than within it. So I would really love to see this offense implemented for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And right now, the Steelers are trying to figure out their offensive situation. You need to be figuring out your financial situation with our new sponsor here at Chat Sports called Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill. Now, this is a great app that shows you all of your monthly subscriptions in one place and then cancels for you whatever you don't still want. Rocket Money can even find subscriptions that you didn't even know that you were paying for. You may even find that you've been double charged for a subscription. That's what happened to me, guys. I was paying for 2 Netflix accounts, and now I'm not because of this app. To cancel a subscription, all you have to do is press cancel on the Rocket Money app, and Rocket Money is going to take care of the rest for you. get rid of useless subscriptions with Rocket Money now. Go to rocketmoney.com/Steelers Talk to help out the channel a little bit, but also help your pocketbook. It's helped me out a ton. Inflation's tough on everybody's pocketbook right now, guys, so it's really a great tool to make sure you're not spending any money that you shouldn't be. So go to rocketmoney.com/Steelers Talk to help out the channel a little bit, but also lock down your financial situation. So here are some names that could work in terms of bringing in a West Coast system offensively for the Pittsburgh Steelers. People that are not new to the channel, people that know my stuff, know that I love Darrell Bevell. I really think that he would be a great option to replace Matt Canada as the offensive coordinator. I think he's got good experience. Plus, he would bring in the new school West Coast offense that he learned with Mike McDaniel in Miami. Miami's done a great job offensively this year. And then, of course, you got guys like Brian Griese and Chris Forster in San Francisco that have done a really great job with Brock Purdy, a very similar style of quarterback. Zach Robinson, Thomas Brown coming from the McVay tree there in Los Angeles. And then also Nathaniel Hackett, who is a part of this system here, that third generation of the West Coast offense, that's done a really great job over the last couple of years to really accentuate the talents of their quarterbacks. So now let's go into someone that's kind of a similar talent, in my opinion, to Kenny Pickett, and that is Brock Purdy. And there's a big debate raging on Steelers Twitter as to just how good these two quarterbacks are and which one is better. So let's break these two down here, starting with Brock Purdy. Now, he took over a couple weeks ago, and he has been fantastic. 67.1 completion percentage. The yards per game isn't fantastic, but you look at that touchdown to interception ratio, 13-4. He's done a fantastic job at maneuvering the pocket, getting outside the pocket, making plays outside the pocket like Pickett does well as well. And this is why I want a similar style of offense to San Francisco's here, because I think Kenny Pickett and Brock Purdy are very similar players. And I think if you put a Kenny Pickett in an offense like this, I think that he can thrive. I think that he could be a really good quarterback, someone that can win a lot of football games for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm really excited to see what he could do, and this is why I want to bring in somebody with this new school version of the West Coast offense. Now, as for which guy is better, you take a look at the stats, and it's very easy to say Brock Purdy is the better quarterback, right? Much better touchdown to interception ratio, much better QB rating overall, more yards per game, higher completion percentage. He's beating Pickett in all of those things, but here's what I'll say about this, guys. Kenny Pickett doesn't have the kind of offense or the weapons that Brock Purdy does. He doesn't have the same offensive line, although the weapons in Pittsburgh are still pretty good. They're not what it is in San Francisco, but the one area that I will say Brock Purdy is a little bit better in is pocket presence. He's fantastic at maneuvering the pocket, stepping up in the pocket, doing these sorts of things. I think that he's really, really good. But let me know in the comments section which guy is better. Type BP if you think Brock Purdy, or if you think Kenny Pickett's better, type KP. For me, I think right now Brock Purdy is the better quarterback. I do think that, but I think Kenny Pickett, physically, right? He's bigger. He's got a bigger arm. I think that the upside with Kenny Pickett is a bit better. And if you can put him in a Shanahan-style offense, I think that he could be better than Brock Purdy later on down the line. But because of the pocket presence, his ability to really maneuver the pocket and feel things out in there and still be able to get outside the pocket and make plays outside the pocket, I will go with Purdy right now, Kenny Pickett in the future. All right, guys, now there's something going on in Baltimore, okay? So Baltimore lost last night to the Cincinnati Bengals on Wild Card Weekend, and after the game, star running back J.K. Dobbins, you'll remember him, he absolutely blasted the Steelers this year, earlier in the year. This is what he had to say at the end of the game. He said, I'm a guy that feels that when I'm on the field all the time, I can help this team win. I wasn't. It's the playoffs. Why am I not out there? I should be the guy. I'm tired of holding back. And he's not the only one that's been putting out stuff over the last couple of hours. Lamar Jackson on his Instagram story posted this picture which says, when you have something good, you don't play with it. You don't take chances losing it. You don't neglect it. When you have something good, you pour into it. You appreciate it, because when you take care of something good, that good thing takes care of you too. And at the end of the day, guys, that could be interpreted as Lamar Jackson is the good thing that Baltimore is not appreciating right now. And I really think that there's something that's up, whether it's Greg Roman's going to get fired or John Harbaugh is starting to lose the locker room. I think that there is something that's going on for the Baltimore Ravens. That's not good. And it's just, as a Steelers fan, it's great to watch this chaos. So go ahead and like this video right now. If you're so happy that the Ravens, those Ratbirds, lost last night, the Steelers, I think, are a better team than the Ravens. I think they would have competed better than they did last night, to be honest with you. Tyler Huntley played okay. They competed for a while. Cincinnati didn't play great. But at the end of the day, as a Steelers fan, I love to see the Ravens out of the playoffs. If you're happy too, go ahead and like this video right now. So let's dive a little bit more into this Lamar Jackson situation, because obviously if he's not on the Ravens next year, that affects the Steelers massively. And at the end of the day, guys, people are talking about, oh, what's Lamar going to do? Is he going to go somewhere in free agency? The fact of the matter is, guys, Baltimore's probably going to franchise tag him. They're going to franchise tag him, but the big question for me is, how will Lamar Jackson respond to that franchise tag? Now, he has a couple of options. He can play through it next year, right? He can just say, I'm just going to play on the franchise tag, whatever, right? I'll get a new contract when I get a new contract. And then he can also ask or demand a trade this offseason. And given the kind of talking that he's been doing, the kind of comments that he's starting to give, his teammates are giving, I'm starting to think that he's leaning towards asking or demanding a trade from the Baltimore Ravens when it's all said and done. It's going to be a very interesting offseason. And then he could also threaten to hold out. He could say, give me a new contract, or I'm not showing up to training camp and I'm not playing football in 2023. We saw that with Le'Veon Bell with the Steelers a couple of years back. It'll be interesting to see how this whole interesting situation flows through, because it's definitely going to get hairy, guys. It's going to get hairy in Baltimore. I can't wait to see the chaos unfold as a Steelers fan. It's always great to see your rivals kind of struggle here, kind of go through these difficult situations. It's just great. It's just great to see that, especially when it's the Ravens. So go ahead in the comment section and tell me right now, will Lamar Jackson be a Baltimore Raven in 2023? Type 1 if you think yes, or type 0 if you think no. Right now, I'm leaning towards no. I'm leaning towards putting a 0 in the comment section, because I think he's going to ask for a trade. I think he's going to demand a trade, and I think they're going to oblige and get him out of town. All right, guys, one more reminder here that every time the Steelers make a move, every time they cut somebody, every time they sign somebody, every single time there's breaking news, Matt Canada gets fired this week, we are going to be putting up a video with breaking news coverage. You're not going to want to miss anything this offseason, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now. We also provide daily Steelers news and rumors, content, draft analysis, free agency analysis. We're going to have a bunch of great stuff this offseason, guys, so if you don't want to miss any of our shows, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our new content. And then here on Steelers Talk, we appreciate you, Steeler Nation. We appreciate you making it to the end of the video. And if you made it to the end of the video, you are a real one. You are a true Yinzer. So go ahead in the comment section and type "here we go" in all caps so we know you made it to the end of the video. It really helps the channel expand towards new audiences, get our stuff in front of new Steelers fans. So we really do appreciate you making it to the end of the video. That'll be it for me today, guys. My name is Jack Sperry. This has been Steelers Talk, and until next time, peace.